Often seen on the front lines, usually dressed in the combat fatigues of a military commander, Yevgeny Prigozhin cultivated the image of an action man. As the boss of the Wagner Group of military contractors, Prigozhin proved himself willing and able to advance Russian interests in a way that few others could achieve. He rose to power in Russia from humble beginnings in St. Petersburg. He was a teenage criminal serving time for robbery and fraud, and then became a hot dog salesman. And then the man known as Putin's chef. His catering company hosted events for foreign leaders, as well as Vladimir Putin's private birthday parties. And it wasn't until 2022 that Prigozhin admitted that he had founded the Wagner private military company 8 years earlier in eastern Ukraine.
Wagner has been so successful as a private military company that it has become essentially a franchise. And so you have different, really very distinct organizations that carry the same brand.
It was the war in Ukraine and Wagner's role in it which cemented Prigozhin's importance. From 2014, Wagner contractors had reinforced and organized the pro-Russian separatist fighters in Crimea and Donbass. And Wagner played a crucial role in Russia's 2022 invasion, the handful of Russian battlefield successes often coming as a result of Prigozhin's mercenaries rather than regular Russian troops. All done with the political and financial backing of President Putin and the Kremlin.
Obviously, Putin has created Prigozhin. Prigozhin isn't a self-made man. He is Putin's project to create a sort of a competitive alternative military force in Russia to boost the effectiveness of the regular Russian army.
His fondness for video selfies and uncompromising rhetoric boosted his popularity within Russia and his profile outside of Russia. But his temper, combined with a willingness to openly berate the Russian Defense Ministry, undoubtedly made him enemies. An expletive-filled rant about the lack of ammunition on the front lines was aimed directly at the generals in Moscow and exposed the depth of the feud between Prigozhin and Putin's closest commanders.
We have a 70% shortage of ammunition. Shoigu, Gerasimov. Where's the ammunition? Look at them.
When Prigozhin ordered his fighters to advance on Moscow, it set events in motion which made his downfall perhaps inevitable. Prigozhin called it a march. Putin branded it treason. There was only going to be one winner. Prigozhin was forced to back down. Observers were surprised, shocked even, when the Kremlin announced that the Wagner boss would not face criminal charges from the rebellion. But Prigozhin's life expectancy has been the topic of intense speculation ever since. Brennan, Al Jazeera.